Why is this not going? All right, perfect. We're live. Awesome. Hello, you guys. What is up? Welcome to today's stream. How is everybody doing today? Hope everybody is having a great week so far and an awesome Wednesday. We'll probably give it about a few minutes and give some time for people to hop on, and then we will look at getting started. And in the meantime, while you guys are hopping in, don't forget to leave a like on the stream, because it does help push the stream out into the algorithm and onto people's homepages and recommendations. So every little bit does help, and I would appreciate it very much. I forgot there's one more tab that I need to get opened up real quick. Also, my apologies on the no makeup face today. Things have been a little bit busy and chaotic in my household today, so little bit of craziness and plans have been thrown out of whack. So, but sometimes that happens, and you gotta roll with it. So, nothing wrong with that. How has everyone been liking the video so far? I hope everyone has been loving it. It's actually been doing rather well today, so I'm very, very pleased with that. And we'll talk a little bit about that when we get in the stream, when we get that going. But overall, I'm rather pleasantly surprised with how well it's been doing today, so pretty excited about that. And also, if you're hearing some hissing in the background, that's coming from my laptop. That's what I use to do basically all of my work on and all of my streams. So it's working on buffering right now because I can't quite handle the bandwidth for my streaming software. So that is what you're hearing, just a quick heads up. And I know last time there was a little bit of an echo in the audio on the last stream, so let me know if the audio is okay in the chat. I'm pretty sure it should be fine. We'll give it about maybe 2 more minutes or so, and then we'll look at getting started. Let's see, let's check where everything's at. Okay. That is good. All right. Make sure that that's also up. Yep. That's good. Awesome. Okay. Get a quick drink of water here. But yeah, like I said, hopefully everyone is having a great week. I know my week is very busy. It was mainly taken up by a lot of prep for releasing the video for today, and then with my part-time job, and then I also have a gig coming up this weekend, so we're going to have to do quite a bit of work on that, and then we have our rehearsal for that gig this Friday, so needless to say, I'm going to be very busy, but nothing wrong with that. Definitely makes the time go by faster, that's for sure. Okay, well, I think we're pretty much at the 5-minute mark, so let's go ahead and get started here. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning into today's stream and for taking the time out of your afternoon or evening or whenever you're watching this during the day to come over and hang out. And it's going to be a blast. And I really appreciate you guys coming on. And if you're new to my channel or you're just randomly coming across the stream and don't really know who I am, first off, hello, welcome. My name is Janee. I am an independent singer-songwriter and session singer based out of Iowa. And on my channel, I make videos of cover songs mainly to showcase a lot of what I can do to promote myself for session work. And also, I'm hoping that I can get to the point where I can also release original material as well and get to that point on my channel as well. So, but yeah, I release my videos every single Wednesday, and on the afternoons of those Wednesdays, I do what you're watching right now, which is a post-release stream. And on these streams, we'll watch the video together that gets released for that week. I'll talk a little bit about some behind-the-scenes stuff that went into putting the video together, or maybe some little tidbits here and there about the recording process. Maybe throw in some fun Maybe throw in some fun facts about the songs here or there. And then when we get done watching the video, we'll just hang out, and the rest of the time will be like a little Q&A session. You can send in whatever questions you want. You can send in song requests for future videos if you have any. And yeah, we'll just have a little chit-chat and hang out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm very excited. And like I said earlier, this week, this was a song that I was wanting to put out for quite some time, and one that I've been wanting to cover for a while. But it is the Christina Aguilera version of I Turn to You. Now, like I said, this is a song I've wanted to cover for a really long time, and it kind of holds a bit of a special place in my heart, because this particular song is one that I've tried to sing ever since I was a little kid. I remember this song coming out particularly when I was around 7 or 8 years old, and I can remember trying to imitate Christina, and I would try to hit all the high notes and hit all the runs in that particular song, particularly towards the end, like the really big run that song is known for. And I would always try to imitate that as much as I could, and even going into middle school and high school, I would always sing along to it in the car or try to imitate it a lot. And yeah, I definitely, this song definitely was a big part in teaching me how to sing, particularly a lot of the album that the song came from, the debut album, which actually celebrated its 25th anniversary recently. And if you don't know, the song is actually initially a cover version. So the original one was actually done by All For One, and it was from the Space Jam soundtrack for that movie. It played in the end credits as those were rolling. And a couple years after that movie came out, Christina actually did a cover of the song. And I want to say Diane Warren, who actually wrote the song, she actually suggested for Christina to record it because she felt like the song needed a good female voice behind it. And so she gave it to her, and obviously the song became super massive. And so, yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, whenever I would try to sing this as a kid, I can always remember, well, there's one particular memory I have going out to one of my babysitter's driveways. So they lived out in the country, and they had like a pretty big open space outside of their house. And so one of the things that usually I do is that I would do as a kid is that I would wait to actually like sing until I was outdoors. I always had this thing where I was always kind of like a bit nervous or a bit conscious of singing inside my house, just because I knew my voice could get really loud, and I didn't want to draw a whole lot of attention to myself, or, you know, like have people kind of like listening in case I made a mistake or anything like that. And that's actually kind of something that is common with a lot of singers. We don't really like sing inside our houses, but we tend to wait until we're like in a private setting, like when we're in the car or something like that, or like I usually don't really like sing in my house until I have to like rehearse or record, and then usually everybody's out of the house when I'm doing so. Because like I said, I can get pretty loud, and so yeah, just to be a little bit courteous. So, but yeah, for the longest time I've sung this song, and like I had really had a lot of fun putting this together, and this is actually currently ranking first out of my top 10 last time I checked. So I'm really happy that it's been doing so well like it has, and I definitely think that the 25th anniversary has been helping out with that, and a lot of people have been kind of revisiting that album and a lot of that work, so I'm super, super pleased with it, and I'm glad that everyone's been loving it. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and get everything set up to watch the video, and make sure it comes up on the screen okay. Okay. Make sure it's all set up. Okay, looks like we're good. And the audio should be okay, but the video might skip possibly, so let me know how that is in the chat. All right, here we go. Now, real quick, before the song starts to kick in, I knew right when I was going in to do the editing for this video that I wanted to make sure that it kind of looked like there was raindrops coming down on the screen, and I wanted to add in that particular effect, so I thought that looked really cool, and then I wanted to add the widescreen effect as well to make it look a bit more polished. And I will say, when I was editing the video, I really wanted to try and keep this color scheme because I really like how it makes everything pop. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to quite get that figured out, and so I had to switch over to another filter for the rest of the video. But I really want to try and use this color scheme for other future videos if I can, because I really, really like it, and I think it looks super cool. So, just a little tidbit there. When I'm lost in the rain, in your eyes I know I'll find the light to light my way. When I'm scared, losing ground, when my world is going crazy, you can turn it all around, yeah. And when I'm down, you're there, pushing me to the top. And you're always there, giving me all you got. For a shield from the storm, for a friend, for a love to keep me safe and warm. I turn to you for the strength to be strong, for the will to carry on, for everything you do, for everything that's true. I turn to you, yeah. All right, let's pause it. So, real quick, I did want to point out, so the recording for this particular song was actually a lot more extensive than what I thought it was going to be. Because when it came to the background vocals in particular, that was mainly what took a lot of work. And I've actually been working on this particular song since probably like late October, I want to say, from last year. So yeah, a lot of work definitely went into putting this song together. And so, but yeah, having to record all the background vocals. So there's probably about there's a layer with just the individual vocals of backgrounds, and those are in like the verses and towards the bridge in the end. And then the ones that really were pretty tedious to kind of get recorded were the background vocals for the choruses, for sort of like the latter half of the song, because obviously if you go back to listen to the original, it's mainly like a lot of like choir sounding vocals or gang vocals, so a lot of layers have to be recorded at a time, and they have to be matched in an exact certain way. And also with that, when I'm recording, I don't use any auto-tune or pitch correction, because personally, that's just a personal preference of mine. I kind of like to keep a little bit of more life in the recordings, so I usually try to keep any type of pitch correction out of there. Again, that's just a personal preference. But with that, I usually want to try and make sure that everything that I record is as in tune as possible. Sorry, I can't talk. And to make sure that everything matches and that nothing's like too noticeable if a certain part is like slightly sharp or slightly flat. So yeah, that's usually kind of how I record a lot of my stuff. But going back to the background vocal part, yeah, there was a lot of gang vocals that had to be recorded, and then some doubles of some vocals, and then I had to really get down into my lower register to record some of those gang vocals as well, because some of those are probably at the like definitely the lowest part of my range. So I really had to make sure that my vocals were at a good spot, where they would come out clear, and where I would be able to get those as best as possible. So those definitely took a lot of work, but it was definitely fun putting a lot of the effects in the post-mixing and comping phase of putting the song together. So, but yeah, just thought I'd throw that little part in there. Let's get back to the video. When I lose the will to win, I just reach for you, and I can reach the sky again. I can do anything, 'cause your love is so amazing, 'cause your love inspires me. And when I need a friend, you're always on my side, giving me faith to get me through the night. Now, real quick, that run that you just heard, I don't know exactly how many takes it took me to get that run in particular, because I really wanted to make sure and get that one as perfect as I could, especially since it's one that I kind of improvised, or one that I changed up a little bit from the original. I really wanted to add that little personal stamp onto it. And so, oh gosh, I want to say it probably took me about maybe 8 or 9 different takes to get that particular run. And so, luckily I was able to catch it, and so, yeah, I was glad I was able to put that in there. All right, let's start that. For a love to keep me safe and warm. I turn to you for the strength, strong, for the will to carry on. For everything is true. and then this part, but yeah, this part coming up is the part that I would always try to imitate. This part of the bridge, and then the last chorus is always the part that I would try to sing when I was a kid, and I would sometimes get it. I sometimes wouldn't. So we'll start it right here. For the arms to be my shelter through all the rain, for truth that will never change, for someone to lean on. And that's one of my favorite parts right there. I can rely on through anything, for the one who I can run to. Turn the shield from the storm, to keep me safe, and warm me. I turn for the strength, for the will to carry on. Everything you do, that's true. Everything you do, for everything that's true, I turn to you. Alright, and that was my cover video for I Turn to You by Christina Aguilera. And real quick, I did want to pull up a shot. Let's see, where is it at? Oh, this is this shot right over here. So I didn't catch it until I was watching the shots right after I filmed when I was getting ready to edit. But I caught that my hand was doing like that little kind of like motion when I was doing a run, so I thought that was kind of comical. Wasn't planned at all, so but yeah, I just figured I'd go back to that real quick before we close out. Always on my side. That little hand thing. Again, wasn't planned, so that wasn't intentional, so it just kind of came out when I was filming, so. But yeah. There's that for you there. But yeah, like I said, I'm glad that the video has been doing well today, and that's been making me pretty happy, so very pleased with that. Let's go ahead and get some background music turned on here. And let me know if it's too loud or if it needs to be turned up in the chat at all. Oh, Todd, hey, how's it going? Great to see you. You can sing. Well, thank you very much, Todd. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But yeah, since it's the 25th anniversary of that album, maybe I should cover some more Christina. If you guys would be interested in maybe hearing some more songs from that album, I could probably do What a Girl Wants. I could do Reflection, or I could do Come On Over. There's that song. I'll go ahead and actually put up a poll here. Let's see here. Let's see, should I cover more Christina? Alright, I got that poll going in the chat, so if you guys want to vote on that, you can. But yeah, like I said earlier, today's video is actually currently ranking the first out of my top 10, so I'm really super pleased with that. I probably actually need to refresh the page because I'm sure it's probably gotten um, more views since the last time I pulled it up. Maybe if I go over to the analytics page. Risk it for a biscuit! Hey, how's it going? Great to see you. Randy, I'm looking forward to the day you announced you're coming out of the closet and not in a gay way. Keep up the great music. That run gave me goosebumps. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Risk it for a biscuit. That's awesome. Thank you. Let's see. So yeah, currently the video's been getting 359 views so far. It's gotten about 7.7 hours of watch time. It's gotten me 1 subscriber so far, so that's really awesome. And then, let's see, we'll go back to the other analytics here. So it's gotten an impression click-through rate of 1.8%, and that's in the green for me. So that's typically really good. And then it's gotten an average view duration time of 1 minute and 17 seconds. And that's, I mean, to me, that was kind of to be expected. I kind of foresaw that, especially with how the intro is, since it's a little bit long until the song actually really starts to kick in. Yeah. Other than that, I'm super, super happy with how everything has been going with the video for today. So that is awesome. And then also a quick monetization update for those of you guys that were curious about where things are at currently. I'm currently, for those of you guys that are not aware, I'm currently in the process of trying to get my channel monetized. I've passed the 500 subscriber mark already, which you can see on the page already if you're looking down below at the stream. But I haven't quite met the watch hours yet. So currently, as of January 10th, for those of you guys that don't know, YouTube tends to run their analytics about 5 days behind. So right now it's currently popping up for the 10th, and it's stating that I currently have 1,540 public watch time hours. And in order to get to the first tier monetization, you have to have the 500 subscribers and 3,000 public watch time hours within the last 365 days. And then to get to the second tier, which is the main one that everyone focuses on, that's to get to 1,000 subscribers and then 4,000 public watch time hours also within the last 365 days. So, yeah. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with how things have been progressing, and I'm kind of anticipating with how well these last few videos have been doing for me recently, that I'll probably get there a bit quicker than what I'm expecting. So, yeah. Other than that, I'm pretty pleased with how everything's been going. And, yeah, that was just a quick update for anybody that is curious. But, yeah, if anybody has any questions that they want to send in, feel free to send them my way. Or also, song requests are also welcome for future videos if you have any. So, feel free to have at it. Check the tab real quick. Let's see, that's awesome. I'll put playlists on for background music to add to the watch hours. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Risk It for a Biscuit. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, and actually I want to say one of my videos is about to close in at, or at least it's getting pretty close at hitting 20,000 views, and that is my cover of Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress. That was one of the first videos that I released after my relaunch, and I knew that one was actually going to do rather well because I knew that particular song was a trending sound over on TikTok and Instagram for quite some time. And so I knew that it was probably going to do rather well, but I was not expecting that it was going to do as well as it did, because it definitely set my channel on a roll for the first few months, and definitely has brought me in a lot of new subscribers. So for that, I am extremely grateful and very appreciative. So, and I'm thinking I'll definitely make a bit more of that kind of content for my videos in the future. Kind of do like a bit more of a 60s and 70s retro kind of repertoire. So that seems to do rather well for my channel. So definitely not complaining. Let's see. I want a record deal with you. I'm going to hit the road. Well, I appreciate that, Todd. Thank you very much. Actually, you probably don't know this, but or maybe Dale has told you, but I've actually been presented a development deal in the past. It was on one of my very old cover videos from back in the day. It was from my cover of There Is No Arizona by Jamie O'Neill, and she actually used to have a record company, and over in Nashville, and one of the A&R reps from her company actually reached out to me because they came across that video and they had wanted to come over to Nashville and record some demos to potentially sign a development deal for that record company. But at the time, I was still kind of going through school. I was probably about like 19 or 20 when it happened. I was still in college at the time, and then obviously my voice still needed a lot of work, and I was still trying to figure out my own sound. So for those reasons, I did turn it down, and obviously with the knowledge of how record companies are nowadays and kind of how sketchy they are, it's definitely a good thing I stayed away from that. And from what I heard, I think that particular record company actually got shut down. I want to say it was in like the late 2010s, or like around the time when the coup happened. So that's a bit unfortunate, but yeah, definitely looking back now, I'm definitely glad I didn't take that. I'm glad I didn't take that offer. So yeah, just a fun little fact in case you guys did not know. Let's see, we're going to check a couple tabs real quick. We're still doing good on time, that's good. But yeah, like I said earlier, if anybody has any questions that they want to send in, feel free to do so. I'll take a look at the poll, just out of curiosity. Looks like it's gotten, not sure how many votes it's gotten exactly. Oh, it's gotten 3 votes. They're all yeses. Well, I appreciate that. I'll definitely have to look into that for sure. Maybe I should do some stuff from the Stripped era, or from the Back to Basics album. Maybe one of those two. But I definitely want to record some more stuff from her debut album, that's for sure. So those are definitely a few options that I have on my list there. So let's see. Do you sing all genres? Basically, yes, I do. Although I will say some covers, or at least like some genres that I probably won't touch on, that I'm not necessarily vocally capable of right now. Probably death metal or like any type of songs that have a bunch of like death growls or screams in them. I don't quite know how to do that yet, even though I would like to. But I'm not at that capability yet in my voice, so that is probably not going to be touched on. Or definitely any like Mariah Carey songs that have a lot of her whistle register in it. Those probably won't be covered, or any trap in particular, like a whole lot of rap. I probably won't do that. Maybe I'll just do some fun little rap stuff here and there just to have fun with it. But like, that's probably the stuff that I wouldn't cover. But other than that, everything's fair game. So yeah, just to answer your question there. And then I'm hoping for probably the rest of January, I've got a good idea about the rest of the videos I want to put together. I'm actually running a little bit behind. I usually try to have everything ready about a month ahead of time, just to help accommodate for my schedule and to keep things a little bit more free so I'm not as pressed on time. And so, but yeah, I'm kind of hoping that I can get caught back up here fairly soon. And then I still have to kind of plan things out for February. One video is planned already, so that's already good to go. And then I'll probably look into what else I want to plan. I kind of have a little bit more. I have a little bit more planned out on paper already, so I'll have to get it down specifically as to what I want to come out and when I want it to be released. So, yeah, just something to think about there. Some more Aretha Franklin would be cool. I definitely want to cover more Aretha, that's for sure. That is definitely in the books. So Aretha will definitely be covered more on my channel. And I actually have a Aretha Franklin video already on my channel. For those of you guys that don't know, I'll go ahead and post that link here. Let's see. Here we go. But yeah, I have a cover of her version of You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman, so I'll go ahead and post that here in the chat. Alright, it's posted in the chat for those of you guys that want to go check it out. Let's see. Thanks, I gotta hit the road. You're awesome. I'll catch you later. Well, thanks so much for stopping by the stream, Todd, and I'll see you this weekend. But yeah, I definitely want to cover, let's see. I've thought about covering Respect. I'm not quite sure because a lot of people cover that song, and so I don't want it to get to the point where it's too overdone or anything like that. But I definitely want to cover probably Ain't No Way. That's what I want to put together. I want to do Think, but I want to do the version from the Blues Brothers, because that was actually the first one I heard ever when I was growing up. And then I heard the original later on in life, but I grew up with the version from the Blues Brothers, and that's kind of the one that I'm partial to. And also, I feel like the tempo of that particular version is more fitting for the song, and so, and I think it's a lot more fun. So, that version I do want to cover sometime. And then there's, oh gosh, she has a lot of good stuff. I would have to go back and look at her catalog, that's for sure. But yeah, she definitely has a lot of gems in her catalog. Oh, and then there's also Chain of Fools, I think. That's definitely one I want to put together, too, for sure. So, definitely a lot of options to choose from. And then I do also want to touch on a little bit of Whitney Houston at some point. I also want to put together some of her songs at some point, so that'll also be coming in the future. But yeah, definitely like a lot of those big powerhouse vocalists, like Aretha, Whitney, Celine Dion. I definitely want to cover her on my channel, that's for sure. And definitely some more Christina. So those are definitely ones that I want to touch on at some point. We probably got a little less than 20 minutes left in the stream. I usually try to keep these about an hour long because I usually feel like that's a good length of time. So, let's see. Need to find a good male vocal to cover Fever by Ray Charles and Natalie Cole. I don't think I've ever heard that version. I would have to look that one up. So, but yeah, that might be something to look into. I personally am partial to the version by Peggy Lee from that song. But I would have to check out that version and see what that one sounds like and see if I like it. Because I've never heard of it before. Let's see. You can thank me later, LOL. I'm sure. Risk it for a biscuit, I'm sure. That's funny. But yeah, if anybody has any other questions for those of you guys that are just now tuning in, you can feel free to send in whatever questions you have, or if you have any song requests, you can send those in as well. So feel free to have at it. Actually, that makes me think I should probably leave a pinned comment because I didn't put on. Yeah, I didn't put one on today's video, so I'll probably have to do that real quick. Oh, come on. Why are you not pausing? Come on. There we go. Let's see. Have you tried any Shaka Khan? So, I have actually covered Shaka Khan before. Not on my channel, but when I was in college, I was in a jazz band, and I did some vocals on some tunes here and there, and we would cover a lot of stuff. So we used to play for a lot of the college's basketball games. It was like a community college type setting. But we used to play for the home basketball games, and during like half times or intermissions between games that would go on, we would do like a lot of 60s and 70s and sometimes 80s songs a lot. And one of the songs that we covered was, let's see, I think it's called Ain't Nobody by Shaka Khan. And so that was one that we covered quite a bit. And then there was Heat Wave. We did the Linda Ronstadt version of Heat Wave, and that was a lot of fun. And then we also, I can remember we also covered Respect and Chain of Fools by Aretha. So those were a couple of Aretha covers that we did. So, But yeah, those were always a lot of fun. And I've thought about doing Tell Me Something Good. I really do want to put that one together because I think that one is just like fun and sassy, and it's got a lot of attitude, and it's very funky, so I really like it. So yeah, definitely something to look into there, that's for sure. Sorry, I'm in the middle of typing here. Let's see. Pointing emoji. And that. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Chain of fools. Yeah, exactly. That's right, Risk for a Biscuit, that's right. Oh, why did I close that? I don't know why I did that. Let's put that back up. Okay, there we go. Now it's good. Okay, we'll get this tab refreshed real quick. Check when we're adding the time here. I will say I've actually played this reel of copyright-free music here on on some past streams before, and I will say whenever it comes up to this track, I really like the ambient guitar on that. I think that sounds really cool. I'm always a good sucker for some good ambient guitar music every once in a while. If I ever need to listen to something without lyrics or anything, and I just want to get my head clear or focus, sometimes I'll listen to a lot of ambient stuff, and so always kind of like that every once in a while. Alright, we probably got about 10 minutes left in the stream, and then we are going to look at closing out here. So if anybody has any questions, go ahead and send those in. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Lindsay Sterling is good for that. Oh, are you talking about for stuff to listen to focus or like do work around the house, or is that what you're talking about? Risky for a Biscuit? Yeah, for me personally, I can't really have like a whole lot of stuff with vibrato or like any type of tones like that are gonna distract me. I usually just want it like straight, like not necessarily monotone, but yeah, just all straight tone with not a whole lot of movement in it. So that's usually what I prefer. So like, yeah, usually ambient guitar is usually good for that, or some piano music every now and then. So that's usually just my personal preference. So let's see, instrumentals or lyric-free tunes. Exactly. Okay, I thought that's what you were talking about. So. Okay, I'm going to double check a couple tabs here real quick. See where things are at. And also, for those of you guys that are not aware, I have been announcing it for probably about the last couple streams, but next month there will be a collab video coming out. It will feature a face that is very well known around this community. If you know what group I'm affiliated with, then you would obviously probably recognize this face. So, yeah, I'm super, super excited for you guys to see what the video is going to be. And, yeah, I'm super stoked. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm excited to see what you guys think of it. So, yeah, just a fun little teaser there. And I'll probably start to give a little bit more hints away as the time gets closer. So, but yeah, I'm super, super excited. And let's see, is it Dan Bask? No, it's not Dan Bask. I will say that. I'm definitely too small for his channel, and he actually has stated that he only collabs with personal friends, and we've only been able to chat through like super chats here and there, or like through just some interactions on Twitter here and there. But yeah, I'm definitely too small for his channel, especially since I'm not even close to 1,000 subscribers, and he's already passed 1 million. So, but yeah, but you guys will know who the person is, and yeah, you guys will not be disappointed. So, just putting that out there. So I'm very, very excited. Alright, we probably got about less than 10 minutes here. So, and then on the subject of collabs, there's also going to be probably definitely more projects that I'll have coming out along those lines. So I already have contacted a few people, and we've already been keeping touch. So some of those will definitely be coming out in the future, and I'm excited for you guys to see those as well. So pretty stoked. Let's see. I like surprises. Let's go. Exactly. Risk it for a biscuit. Yep. You guys will not be disappointed. Oh my goodness. Double check where we're at on the time here. Alright, we've probably got about 5 minutes or so left. I'm going to finish this tab real quick. But yeah, I actually forgot to mention, but one of the guys that was in the chat earlier, he is in a band that I join in with sometimes, and I actually got together with them last year for the first time. They had contacted me because their lead singer actually had a stroke, and so they needed somebody to fill in for a gig last summer, and so I definitely wanted to see what I could do to help out, and so. But yeah, when we got together and we started kind of jamming out, and when we really got to know each other a little bit more, we definitely have a lot of fun together, and those guys are super cool. So it's definitely a lot of fun to play with those guys. And then we've got a gig coming up this weekend, so that's going to be definitely very busy, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm very excited. So we're going to be rehearsing on Friday, and then we'll be doing some video shoots of like a little mini concert this Saturday, so that'll be a lot of fun. A lot of work, but definitely a lot of fun, that's for sure. Let's see. I guess Epic Meek, but y'all are both sopranos. LOL. Well, I will say it's definitely not Mike. It's definitely not him. So unless I knew that he could sing or do any of that stuff, yeah, he's probably not going to be on my videos. So, but yeah, there's that. But actually, speaking of that, I am one of the collabs will actually be with X-Wing. I have him on one of my projects that I want to put together sometime. Not exactly sure when it's going to come out. I can't give an exact date because some other logistical details have to be figured out. But yeah, X-Wing is definitely going to be involved on one of my projects. So I'm not going to give any. Yeah, I'm not really going to give any like details out just yet. But he's not going to sing, obviously, but he's going to do a speaking part for a song. So not going to mention what it is, but it is a speaking part. So I knew when I heard him do a certain monologue on a stream from a while back, I knew he had the perfect voice for what I needed. So, and when I asked him if he wanted to do the project, I honestly did not think he was going to say yes right away. But he actually has heard my work, and he loves what I do. So, yeah, I was really super stoked that he was so willing to jump on. And yeah, overall, I'm really excited for you guys to hear that one as well. So it's going to be a lot of good stuff. Let's see. I sent Mike a super one, so he would sing Kiss from a Rose, surprisingly amazing. Oh, really? Nice. I'll have to see if I can find that sometime. Was it fairly recent? Let's see. Hey, I know X-Wing. That's cool. I'm stoked. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's for sure. Let's double check where we're at on time. Okay, we'll have to close out here pretty soon, so this will be the last call for questions. If you guys have any that you want to send in, this is your last chance, so go ahead and send those in if you have any. Let's see. No, like half a year ago. Okay, all right, that's interesting. I'm just going to refresh a couple tabs real quick. And then if there's nothing else that comes up, then we'll probably close out here. Okay, it looks like everything is good to go. So we will probably end it right here. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning into today's stream. It's been a lot of fun, and I appreciate everybody's positive comments and the feedback on today's video. I really do appreciate it very much, so thank you. And yeah, this stream's been a lot of fun, so we'll be back next Wednesday with another new video, as well as another stream at 2 p.m. Central Time. You can go find me at my official website at randyjaneemusic.com. And you can find me on all the socials. So I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok while it's still up, because I know it's going to close down on Sunday, but I am still on TikTok if you want to go look me up before it shuts down. And if you would like to consider supporting me financially to help me do this for a living, I do have a locals page, so you can find me on randyjanee.locals.com, and you can become a supporter on my page. And one of the main perks that I have on there is that you can actually watch the videos on that page a day early before they're officially released on my channel. So that is a perk that you can get on there, as well as some other cool stuff. So definitely check that out. And I also have a virtual tip jar on PayPal that you can tip me on there as well. And all the links are down in the description below. And yeah, again, I appreciate everybody coming to hang out, and this has been a lot of fun. And so let's double check, see if we have anything on the chat. Let's see. If I can track it down, I'll send it to you on Discord. All right, Risk It for a Biscuit. That sounds good. But yeah, like I said, thank you so much for tuning into today's stream, and I will see you guys soon. So talk to you guys soon. Later.